love me. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
KeepUp Pirates RPG. So I got the first walkthrough out, so we completed some of the goals. If you're wondering why my base looks different, I had recorded our part 2 to the walkthrough. I completed pretty much all of these first steps, and just before I was about to end the video, my power went out because we were having a storm, and the video was corrupted, so I had to basically play a new one up till we get to the workbench part. So I did build a different base. I made it a little bit bigger because you saw in the other one where we threw down, we managed to get about 3 foundations down, so it was an awkward shape. So I'll quickly show you where we're at. So I just built literally right here, so I was able to get enough foundations down. So that was it. Something simple. So without further ado, why don't we get started and start completing some of these steps. So it wants us to do the workbench, a bed, and a chest. So let's see what any of these things will take. So we need 30 wood for the workbench. We'll need 12 wood, 5 cloth for the bed. And the other thing was a chest, so we definitely need some wood. So I'm going to gather some wood, and I will bring everyone back once I have it all collected and we get ready to make and place that stuff. Alright, so I got the wood, so let's quickly make the workbench, the bed, and the chest. I'm going to pick up some of these crabs because my food's going to be getting low. Alright, so what do we have? We've got the workbench, the bed. Alright, so where do we want to place this? Alright, so your mouse scroll button, that's going to be the thing that rotates. Alright, so we got our workbench. We want to place our bed. There we go, and then we have a chest, which we're pretty desperate for, actually. Where do we want to put the chest? We can just there. Oh, quest first steps now have been updated, so let's get some of this stuff put away. Spoiled coconuts, don't want those. I'll put my planks in here. The bow I actually need. I don't need that on me right now. I have lots of arrows on me. Put those away. Coconuts, we gotta cook up that food. I got some wood on me. Alright, so we need to craft a stone shovel, I guess. Oh yeah, I forgot I was using the campfire as storage, so that was a good idea on my part. Take some of this stuff out though. So yeah, I didn't have storage box yet, and I was pretty full, so I just put everything in my campfire. I don't think it's gonna cook anything. Alright, so what do we need for the shovel? A sharp stone and some cloth and wood. So we've got the wood. Don't have any of the stone. Don't have any stone. No, that's iron. No stone. Okay, so I guess I'll get some stone and I'll finish cooking up this meat and I'll bring everyone back. Alright, so we're gonna make the shovel really quick here. So we needed the sharp stone first in order to make our shovel. So once that's done, we'll equip that and see what it wants us to do here. So it wants us to get stone, flint, wood, and clay. Nothing really interesting about that. So basically, you know how you get clay in this, you'll use the shovel. So that's why it wants us to collect it. And you'll dig in an area where there's grass, so there'd be dirt. So you just keep shoveling, make a little patch there, then you press E to collect, and you can just keep digging in the same spot. And that's how you get your clay. Now flint and stone, you all know to hit those rocks, like that one there that I have already used. There's one there. So flint and stone, that's how we'll get that. And of course the wood, I'm sure everyone already knows that we get that from cutting down the trees. So I'll bring everyone back as soon as I get some of these resources. Not really worth showing. It's not really exciting. So I'll be right back. Alright, so next up is making the furnace. So I'm assuming we have the resources based on what it was getting us to do there. So let's craft our furnace and we'll get that laid down. My food's kind of getting low there, so we'll eat something. I have no water jars on me for some reason. I also haven't really looted anything. Alright, so we've got our furnace. I'll put that over here. Okay. Got our furnace. So it wants stone, fiber, and wood. I have the stone on me. I have the fiber on me. Again, I'm out of wood. Man. We'll grab a few pieces of wood real quick here. It wants us to have 10. My axe is about to break. Alright. Sometimes they're hard to see over here in the grass. How many do I have? 13, so we're good. It wants us to make the mortar and pestle. Or it's not called a mortar and pestle, it's called a mortar in this game. Alright, so this mortar will basically give us the option. We can take our red and blue flowers and we can grind them down. That's what we will use to make the actual red drink and blue drink. Blue drink's for your stamina. The red drink will help recover your health in sticky situations. So that's what it's gonna, that's basically what that's for. So let's get that placed here. Where do we want to put that? Not so little. Okay. Put it there. Nope. Okay, there it is. So it wants us to collect iron ore, which we should already have. Now you don't necessarily have to go out and collect this. If you have it in your inventory, it will knock it off. So there you go. So furnace is done. Wood's already in it. Get rid of that. And it wants us to start cooking some iron ore. So I have quite a bit there. So I'll turn that on. It wants us to get 6 out of that. It will take a minute here, so I'm not going to keep everyone here to watch me stare at this. So I'll just bring everyone back as soon as this is done. Alright, so next up it wants us to make a metal hatchet and a pickaxe, so that's going to be in the workbench here. So I'm assuming that's what we needed our iron ingots for, so those are done. Metal hatchet. I'm gonna need wood. This is becoming a regular thing. I'll bring everyone back as soon as I'm done making some getting some wood here. Alright, so I got a little bit of wood here. It wants me to... wants stone? Alright, so let's see. It wanted us to make... and the pickaxe. I'll put that in there, so I don't need that anymore. Got better tools now. Don't have to worry about them breaking so often. For that. Okay, collect sand. So again, you'll do that with the shovel in the actual sand parts. So before it was the clay, you'll do that over again in the grass, and this one is going to be in the sand. So we'll gather some of that. It wants 60. Basically, it's going to want us to collect this sand so then we can make the glass. That's pretty much where we're at with that. And the glass you're going to make in the furnace with the sand. And that glass will then give us the ability to make glass jars so that we can fill those up with water. There is a method to all this madness, I swear. Okay, so let's get our sand in here. I gathered a little bit more wood when I was out there, so hopefully I didn't have to go and get it again, but I'm also getting low here. So. Put a little more in there. Alright, so I wanted 20 glass, so I will bring everyone back as soon as we get that glass made up. And we'll go through the next few parts of the tutorial here. Alright, so now that we have our glass made, it wanted us to make some jars. So it is 2 glass per jar. So it wanted us to make 10. So we'll wait for those to craft, and then we're gonna go, we need some water soon, so I'm gonna be filling those up. So once those are done, I'll fill them up and I'll bring everyone back. Alright, so next it wanted the campfire, some iron ingots, and the water jars, which I have. So we will grab our iron ingots to complete that task. And it wants us to make that cauldron. So in that cauldron is where we will end up making the... oh, I don't think it's in there. Do I make it in here? Is where we'll end up making the red and blue drink that I had mentioned. There it is there. It's going to take all of it. I worked hard for those. Is it not going to let me because I'm full? Okay. Let's try that again. Craft. Oh, it's because I have them there, that's why. Duh. Alright, 20 seconds for that. So like I said, we'll be able to make some potions and things that it's going to help with our health and stam and things like that. I believe that's where you can make your grog and those different drinkable items. So as soon as it's done here in the next 2 seconds, we'll place that and we'll take a quick peek inside and see what exactly we can make in there. Alright. There's our cauldron. Alright, so basically, yeah, so your alcohol, your red and blue drink, your rum, so this restores health and quenches thirst. Grog, that's going to help restore health and quench your thirst. This fertilizer, I guess, is for your gardens. Different kinds of fuels. Sea drink. It's the best one for any occasion. Not sure what it does, but maybe we'll do a little video on these different things after the walkthrough, just to have fun on the game. Okay, so it wants us to get some red and blue flowers. I have some in here, not enough. Get all that stuff put away there. Alright, so let's collect some flowers, red and blue ones. Blue ones there. So I wanted 40. So I won't make you guys watch me pick the flowers. You all know how to do it. That's where your fiber comes from as well. Alright, so I'll bring everyone back. I need less than 20 more blue ones. Alright, so basically we've got our flowers, so we'll just put them. This is where we will actually grind them up. So we've got the shredded flowers there. So it's 2 per. So it wants 20 each. And the red ones, 20 of those. And you'll see this takes the shredded red flowers and the water, which sucks. I just had my water up. I like the mechanics of this. You can see how each station actually moves when it's actually doing something in there. Alright, so once these are done, I will bring everyone back once I get the red and blue drink made. So again, you just make it in there. You can see the ingredients that it's going to take. And once I'm done doing that, I'll bring everyone back and we'll see what's in store next. Alright everyone, so now that we got our red and blue drink done up there, it wanted us to then craft, it was 58 cloth and 28 iron ingots because it wants us now to start creating our armor. So we're just going to make the basic metal armor, and you'll do that in your workbench. So let's scroll on down. And it's close to the bottom, I believe. Holy smokes. Need to search. It's underneath all the ammo and stuff. Okay. So here's where we make it. So wanted us to do the metal hat. Done. Metal jacket. Done. The gloves. Done. Light leather pants. And the boots. Okay. And then the next tier up from that is the gold. And that's pretty much it. We still haven't made our backpack, so I still want to do that. It's not included in any of the goals to do that. So we'll just do that on our own. An aquarium. A real aquarium. Fish, sea plants, and a couple of stones, and many liters of water. Cool. We'll have fun with some of this when we're done the walkthrough. We'll take a look at some of the things just the game has to offer us. Alright, so there's our hat. The jacket is done. Now we just gotta wait for the other 3 things to finish up here. So that's gonna be in about 45 seconds. So I'll bring everyone back in about 45 seconds. Alright, so the boots are almost done, and I wanted to mention because back when I was making the drinks here and getting the iron together to get to this goal completed here, I died, and I probably mentioned it in probably my first video, but the game gives you 0 warning that you are about to die. You just keel over and drop dead. So definitely keep an eye on your stats. Like your food and your water, because when they run out, you will die. And the game will not give you any sort of warning at all until you're just laying there on the pavement. Alright, so we got our armor, so we're all pretty much prepared. So the next goals here, it wants us to start killing some undeads. So I am going to save that for our next episode, because this one is a little long. This one was really just preparing ourselves for this point, because we're going to kill some undead, so we're going to get some of the loot that they have, and we'll move forward with some of the first steps. We'll go and we'll speak to Greg over there and those skeleton guys, and we'll get some more quests, and pretty soon we will be headed off to the dungeon, and hopefully getting off this island. So stay tuned for the next episode. Also wanted to mention that if anybody watching any of these videos or any of my channel, stay tuned. There will be a giveaway coming, so definitely watch some episodes. It's not necessarily going to be in one of these ones, but it will be aired on one of my channels. If anyone is interested, I will be giving something away. So again, stay tuned.